So I'm gonna show you what comes in the Kylie's Valentine's Glam bundle. And you get 3 things in this bundle. You get the Soulmate lip set, the Valentine's Day palette, and you get a blush in Crush. And I got this the day it launched, and I know right now it's sold out, but I'm pretty sure you check in a few weeks, it's gonna be back in stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the inside of the palette. And the palette comes with 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. And I found that the shimmers work best when you apply them with your fingers, because if you don't use your fingers, the brush rarely picks up any product and you can't really apply that on the lids. But if you use your finger, it swatches really pretty, and it also applies on the eyelids really nicely. So this is in Heartthrob. This is in Blush. The next one is Be Mine, Romance, Kinda Classy, and Love Bug. Those are the 6 shimmers. Now you have Princess, Pink Problems, February, Candy Heart, First Date, and Admire. So they're really pigmented. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do an eyeshadow look with this palette. I'm gonna use Princess, and I'm gonna apply that over my lid, and this is gonna be my base. So now I'm gonna take my blending brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna use the shade Pink Problems, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on my crease. And what I'm doing here is just, again, using the window wiping motion technique and just going back and forth, making sure everything's nice and blended, so that I won't have huge streaks on my eyelids. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other eye, just making sure there's no rough edges, making sure everything is nice and blended out. So now I'm gonna take Candy Heart, which is the brightest pink in the palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that shadow on the edge of my eyelid. And as you can see here, I'm tapping the color in because I want it to stay mostly there, and I also want this eyeshadow to have a blown out effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same technique on the other eye, and whatever shadow remains in the brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that and deposit some color in the crease using the window wiping motion. So after everything looks blended, I'm gonna go ahead and take First Date and do the exact same thing that I was doing with Candy Heart, which is putting it in the edge, slowly building it upwards, and then using the remaining color in my crease. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a clean blending brush and I'm going to clean out all the rough edges. So now I'm going to do a cut crease and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And if you're going to do this technique, I recommend that you use a little bit of concealer because I thought I put a little bit, but it ended up being too much. So I had to use my fingers to take out some product. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the shimmer Romance and apply that over my lid. And as I mentioned earlier, if you really want the color to show up, you need to apply it with your fingers. So after doing the cut crease and applying the shimmer, you can see that you lose a lot of the pink pigment. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply the pigment by doing the same technique I was doing earlier. And I'm just going to go ahead and use Candy Heart and put that over the edge. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it upwards so it could give me the nice blowout effect. So now I'm going to go ahead and just take some concealer and clean up my eyebrow area. So now I'm going to take my blending brush and blend out any rough edges. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lash area. And I'm going to go ahead and take Pink Problems and use that as a base. And I'm going to put it from the inner to the outer edge of my lash line. Next, I'm going to take Candy Heart and put it all over my lash line, from the inner section to the outer section. So now I'm going to go ahead and take February, and I'm going to use February as a brightener. I'm going to apply that all over my inner corner. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the shimmer Romance and apply that in the inner corner of my eyes. So now I'm going to go ahead and take First Date and apply that on the outer corners of my lash line. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my Makeup Revolution eyeliner and I'm going to apply eyeliner off camera. And I'm going to go ahead and take my eye pencil and I'm gonna put that over my waterline, and this is from Maybelline. So I went ahead and added some Ardell eyelashes, and this is how it looks. So what you're gonna see here is my failed attempt to apply the Kylie blush in Crush, and I was using the Real Technique brush and it wasn't showing up in my skin because the blush itself is very light, and I thought that this blush wasn't gonna work out for me, so I went ahead and took out my Tarte's Pro Glow and Blush palette, and I used one of the blushes from there. But the next day I tried the blush again, but this time I used a different brush. This time I used a firmer brush, and with that brush I was able to see the color more in my skin, and it actually looks really pretty. So it gives you a very natural look. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Soulmate set, and this kit comes with 3 lip products. The first product I'm gonna swatch is the lip liner, and one thing I noticed about the lip liner is that it is very buttery and it swatches really nicely. The next thing I'm gonna swatch is the liquid lipstick in Call Me, and this liquid lipstick smells like the candies Tommy's. So the last product I'm gonna swatch is the gloss in Blow Me Away. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use the lip liner and liquid lipstick. So one thing I want to say about the liquid lipstick is that I applied it around 7:30 in the morning, and it lasted me until 1 p.m. and that was after I had lunch, and I had pizza for lunch, so it was very greasy, and it didn't really stay on after that, but it did stay from 7:30 to 1, so that's its lasting power. So about 6 hours, I would say. So that's how the look looks like with the red lipstick from the Soulmate set. So I wasn't digging the first look, so I went ahead and took out my Pink Velvet Lime Crime liquid lipstick, and this is how it looks like with the pink lipstick. I think this looks better. What do you think? The first one or the second one? Anyways, as soon as I reach 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, so make sure you tell your friends and family to subscribe. Thanks for watching.